welcome to another half-hour hot with me, Caitlin. Today, I'm wearing a silly hat because I thought I'd just make things extra silly. And then I had a mega realization. I'm a human. Only humans wear hats. And anything not human wearing a hat is only wearing a hat because a human put a hat on them. Like, what's this crazy obsession humans have with hats? I mean, I thought maybe it's just because, we're being silly. But then I remembered there's serious hats too, like fedoras or berets. So there are lots of reasons why humans love hats. Hats are important. For example, I wore this hat on the best night ever when I went to my friend's huge Hughes house under the bridge and met all his friends. It was really fun. They had hats too, which was kind of weird because they didn't have a lot of other things like a sock or a shoe or a finger, but they all had hats. You want to know what else I noticed? Holes everywhere. Holes in their clothes, holes in their floors, holes in their sheets, holes in their sores. They had holes in their tents. Instead of a door, they had holes I couldn't see. I mean, how could that be? I guess they had holes in their head. At least that's what Huge Hughes Razor Rust Rick said. And then I thought, they have so many holes, they can't be the only one. I have holes too. So I went home and wow, I had quite a few. Which brings us to our next segment. Hey, holes. I'm gonna show you all my holes tonight, and I have a lot. For instance, this ukulele here, there's a hole right in here. Isn't that wild? I can't throw that instrument. I was gonna be, some things you can't be silly with. Instruments are one thing. All right. Or, looks like paper towels, but in that paper towel is a big hole. Oh, this one's a good one because there's lots of holes in this one. But then there's also a hole inside this. It's double holes. Or one, two, like a million holes. This little puppet has a hole in the bottom. There's like holes that go through and holes that go in. There's so many different types of holes. This one looks like just a jar. But then when you open it, it's a hole. Let's see. This one is not a hole until you blow in it. And then there's a little hole. That's how the air gets out. I was so confused when I first used that. Tea strainers, tons of holes. This one has holes right here in between. Those are a different shaped hole, which is cool. I think they're just circular. This one, when you break an egg open, there's a hole inside. Hole. This is another one you can blow. I love holes that you can blow. Silly me. I took some lessons, so. And then the crazy thing, my hole bag, once it's empty, it's also a hole. Well, that was Cait's holes. All right, let's move on because I have a mega rad, super amazing, really kind, and really interesting guest tonight. Okay, they do yoga. They're also a clinical massage therapist. And they're in this super, really fun, really rad band called Grave Love. And they host Death Cafe, which, it sounds really sad because death is kind of sad. But the cool thing is they make death a little less sad. So let's bring out our super fun guest tonight, Alejandro Salinas. Woo! This is Grave Love. Hi. I'm so happy you're here. This just dropped today.
It just dropped today.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
That is what great timing.
I know.
You took it out. This is just a tidbit. Oh my gosh, that's so fun. Yeah. I'm gonna listen to, I've already listened to it like 5 times.
Cool.
So I think it's really good. Take a seat though.
Great.
Get yourself comfortable. You can move anything you'd like. While you get yourself comfortable, I'm gonna grab my secret box.
Cool.
Okay, so it's a secret box, so you can't see. But all of you guys can see what's inside. Whoa! Ooh, what's all this fun stuff? Oh, we're just gonna grab these tonight. Secret.
Wow. What could it be?
All right, we're gonna find out. All right, so are you ready?
I think so.
Whew, you never really know. Okay, well, you host Death Cafe, which, like I said, it sounds really, really sad, but it's actually kind of nice. Like, you kind of balance the light with the dark. So, I don't know, what inspired you to do all that?
I had a friend take me to a death cafe, and I have been going ever since, and I started hosting them. You know, I found so much more joy in a death cafe than you might expect.
Wow.
A lot more laughter in a death cafe than you might expect.
Aww.
A lot more curiosity than you maybe would expect. It really opens people's minds to start talking about death and dying and grief, and gives them a safe, comfortable space to explore the things that a lot of people don't want to talk about.
That makes sense because, I mean, that's really sad. I didn't write this question down, but I just gotta know. You said the word joy. How do you find joy in something so sad?
Mostly they coexist, you know, the joy of the memories of people who've gone that are still with us, the jokes that they told, and the humor in you know, there's humor to be found in all sorts of things, and that doesn't take away from any of the grief. It is all just a big smorgasbord that it coexists together.
That's so beautiful, actually. Wow. I love that you can find humor and joy anywhere. I never opened myself up to that, so it's actually really nice that I could and still laugh about it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Now this is your first real question.
Okay.
Because you work with a lot of humans,
Yeah.
so I feel like you might have an idea. Where did humans come from?
You know, in the Toltec Mexican tradition, and since we're talking about holes, it's said that humans came out of holes. More specifically,
No.
the 7 caves called Chicomostoc.
Oh my gosh.
And also, humans come from wombs, which is a hole.
Oh.
And
Wow.
the earth, you know,
It's round.
is round. It's not much of a hole.
It's kind of like the opposite of a hole.
But I think if you think about the space that Earth inhabits in space creates a hole in the ripple of gravity.
Whoa. That is like past my educational level.
Okay, yeah, maybe.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy. I'm gonna think deep tonight in my
Yeah.
dreams. I don't even know how I'm gonna do that. Okay, but now that we're here, we came from holes. I love that. But what do we do now that we're here on this earth that's a hole and not a hole?
Exist.
Exist?
Mm-hmm.
Just exist.
Yeah, generally, anything extra is nice, you know. We need to feed ourselves.
That's part of existing, I guess, because you can't exist if you don't nourish
Yeah,
yourself.
no, it's difficult. It's
Yeah.
difficult to do.
So I guess in a way, like existing, I mean, you can do anything, really. You,
You
can
can-
do anything, but maybe you should like,
Yeah.
take care of yourself
Yeah,
so you can keep existing.
so you can keep existing. It's kind of the name of the game that I've been playing, is to continually exist and to help others prolong their existence.
Wow, yeah, because we want to obviously exist and you want to continue, which is why you should take care of yourself. But, I mean, where do we go when we don't exist?
Back into a hole, actually.
What?
Believe it or not.
So we come from a hole and we go back to a hole.
You go right back to one.
Do we ever go to holes while we're here?
Yeah, one of my favorites is actually a pool. You know, at a spa, like a really warm.
Oh,
pool,
yeah, that is
you
a
know?
hole.
Yeah, you dig a hole and line it with tile and put a bunch of hot water in it.
So I'm trying to think about, okay, because I always thought pools are kind of like space.
Right.
So I'm trying to imagine, because you were talking about Earth being a hole, how does a pool in Earth in holes all relate? Can you make that tie together?
The nurturing substance that is water.
Is kind of like so we are Earth, we're a hole in the water.
Yeah.
And so we're affecting the pool of the water in the
Yes.
pool, just like the Earth is in the universe.
Correct.
Oh my gosh, whoa. I think I get deep things. Finally.
Mind blown.
Oh my gosh, you can hold on to this actually.
Okay, cool.
So we're here, we came from holes, we're gonna go to holes, but like, what really are we? Humans, what are we?
Humans, what are we?
I don't know.
Like silly creatures. We have thumbs, which is really nice.
Yeah, I don't think everyone has those.
No.
Not everything.
Not most things don't.
Really?
Actually. You know, benches don't have thumbs.
Oh, that's so true.
Guitars don't have thumbs.
They need thumbs.
Some animals have thumbs, but not a lot of them.
Name two.
I think chimpanzees have thumbs.
I think that's the one I know.
And probably like orangutans.
Oh, okay, so cool. I was hoping like maybe like an ant has a I was about to say a hole. A thumb.
They live in holes.
Oh my gosh.
They do.
Holes are everywhere. Open your mind to that.
Actually, ants are iconic hole makers.
Really? Oh, that's so true. Because if you see a hole, a little one,
Yeah.
like that can be ants.
But then they become really big.
That's when it gets
Underground.
scary.
Yeah.
Ants kind of scare me.
That's fair.
So what is it? Okay, so we are these silly little people with thumbs.
Correct.
That's what humans. So humans are silly and they have thumbs.
Yeah.
But what does it mean that we're, humans?
You know, it means whatever you want it to mean.
Okay.
It is what you make of it, I think. What does it mean? What does it mean to be human? I think it means that we can make decisions, we can make art and music and language. Mm-hmm. I think there's some defining things of humans.
All right. So I think this might even be my next question. No, this is so different. But I'd wondered this before. So like we make these decisions to be. So what sets us apart from other things in the world? Like some things can make decisions. Mm-hmm. I feel like a lot of things make decisions. So I don't know. What makes us human versus an ant? I guess.
I think we have more in common than we acknowledge about for other things. And I think there's very little that differentiates us from other things. And I like to focus more on the things that we are more similar in.
I get that.
Yeah.
Because, I don't know, I feel like that makes life more fun. You can, understand, have empathy, sympathy.
Correct.
And, I don't know, I feel like it makes existence a little easier, too, to know you're not alone.
It's nice. And then the non-human things can become your friends, too.
Yeah, that's what I'm curious about. Like, what's non-human and what's specifically just human?
Yeah.
Other than holes. I mean, hats. We'll get to that.
Yeah. Sometimes I have a hard time deciphering between human and non-humans, Sometimes I think humans are not human. Not all humans, but there are some humans where I'm like, I don't know about that one.
What are they?
That's a good question.
Oh my gosh.
The universe contains so many mysteries. They could be aliens. They could be vampires.
Oh.
Maybe they're 3 dogs in a trench coat.
Oh, that'd be so fun. I love dogs.
Yeah.
Cats are better, though. All right. Do you have anything more to say about that? Or anything like not... Okay, I have so many questions. I feel like this interview is going to take so long. I don't care. But what is, not human that you're friends with? You said that earlier.
Not human that I'm friends with. Fun fact... What is non-human that I'm friend with? I'm very fond of the mythical creatures that, live in the forest. Like mycelium, fairies, goblins, ghouls, all those things that I say I'm friends with.
I've never met them, but sometimes I think I see them. And
Yeah.
I don't really get to hang out with them, though.
Yeah, they're a mixed bunch.
Yeah. I guess a lot of things don't always hang out with each other. We're kind of the same, kind of different, but we all kind of stick to our own world, I guess.
Yeah.
But
Nice to collide worlds.
it is hard. I would love to collide with fairies, though. All right. So you deal a lot with humans, which is why I thought you would know a lot. So what have you discovered about humans, about dealing with grief? Yeah, and this is So we deal with grief. What makes that special? Us dealing with grief versus, say, a bench or an ant.
I think a lot of animals also feel a lot of grief. You see elephants mourning, but humans grieve in very interesting ways. And I think one of the things for me is recognizing how human grief is. It's such a common human experience. And sometimes people feel very alone in their grief, but everyone who's ever lived has experienced some sort of grief. And in that sense, we're not alone at all. And that for me is very human And a lot of the rituals we have around grief are meant to bring people together into community.
Wow. Okay. So do elephants come together, you think?
Yeah. You know, and one of my favorite metaphors is, you know, that when people leave us, they leave a hole in the community of the role, the space that they took in. And these rituals, funerals, gatherings, memorials, stitch together that hole.
Wow. We fill the hole.
Yeah,
We fill the hole by coming together.
exactly.
Aww. I love that. That's why I have so many my friends right here with me right now. I never really feel alone because
A whole bunch of them.
yeah, I know they're all my friends, and
Yeah.
so I lose one sometimes. I mean, it makes me sad,
It's
but
sad.
that does get me through. So I think I understand. Okay, Death Cafe though isn't the only thing that you do that balances light and dark. You're just kind of like the inspiration for my outfit tonight. I'm not gonna lie. But okay, so you made these coffin cards. I gotta grab them. I have some over here, next to the secret box.
Secret box.
Not inside, so you can see these. I mean, you made them, so.
Yeah.
He made these. So these are coffin cards, which sounds like kind of sad because coffin, but also really fun because like, I don't know, is it like a game?
It's not exactly a game, but they're meant to be conversation starters. There's 115 questions.
I love that number.
Yeah, it's a good number. It's the amount that the product producer said that we could have without making the box too tall.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right, so can we play?
Yeah, you can, you know, pull a card out. They're all coffin shaped.
Oh my gosh, that's so fun. I'm not gonna like reveal the questions, but look at these. 115. Not 110, 162, 115. I really love that number.
It's a good
All
one.
I'm not gonna go from the top. That's so obvious.
Yeah.
This is the card. You guys all get to see it before me. Okay. Okay. Are you or your loved ones prepared financially after your death?
Wow.
That's a lot to think about.
That's a big one. That's a big one. Those are big. This is a big question. I personally don't have a lot to, you know, worry about financially in terms of things that need to be. I don't own that much, is what I want to say. And my dad already died, and his stuff was not quite set financially.
Oh,
So that was really difficult. And one of the reasons why I love hosting Death Cafes is to start having these conversations.
yeah, I never thought about finances. Those finances are kind of boring.
You know, funerals can be very expensive. And
Really?
they shouldn't be. but
No, I
They
mean,
can be very expensive, and people can get in a hole financially.
that's a bad hole.
Yeah,
I
not
don't
a
like
good
that
one.
hole. All right, can I pull another one?
Yeah.
All right, these are fun. I'm gonna do one more. Okay, let's see. What role has bargaining played in your grief? And what does it look like or feel like?
Bargaining.
Bargaining.
Yeah. That's Elizabeth Kubler-Ross's 5 stages of grief, which there's a lot to say about those 5 stages. But bargaining is one of them. And, you know, not everyone goes through the 5 stages. It's not a linear thing. And you don't even have to go through all of them. And personally, I actually don't experience a lot of that bargaining. You know, that's like when we... Like the
Yeah, I
great
don't know,
philosopher Cait once said, you know, to make a deal with God, in a sense.
Bargaining is making a deal with God?
Yeah, not always, but when you're like, wow, I was raised Catholic.
Oh, I hear a lot of things about that religion.
It's a religion, and you know, sometimes you're like, wow, if I get this thing or if this happens, Lord, then I'll go to church or something.
Oh, I see. Okay, so it's like when I say to my Barbie, like, okay, if I brush your hair 10 times tonight, then I can have ice cream.
Yeah.
Kind of like that?
Kind of like that.
Okay, I totally understand because like that's like my God.
Yeah. I mean, you know, cats were worshipped a lot
Oh,
to this day.
my cat actually, we're each other's gods. I feel
Yeah,
we're each other's religions.
I get that.
He's actually just like God of the house, though. He gets to do whatever he wants. All right, do you want to ask me one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Totally. I mean, usually we have these in a big group conversation.
Oh, wow. So like everyone answers it around the circle. Oh.
And asks
I
more
wasn't playing the game
questions.
right.
Oh, this is a more fun one.
Oh, I love fun.
Because sometimes they're very serious.
Serious is good too.
But some fun will come out of the seriousness. But this one's kind of fun off the bat.
Okay.
Is that, have you had any ghost encounters or experiences?
Well, I can never tell because sometimes when it's really late at night and I've had a lot of ice cream, because I don't always follow through with my bargains, I just eat the ice cream.
Yeah.
And that's all I've had that day. And I haven't really slept a lot because I've had so much ice cream just staying up all night because I have all the sugar in my body. I feel like I see shadow people.
Oh, wow.
And so I've always wondered, like, are those real people or are those ghosts? And then, I don't know, living in old houses, I lived in a lot of old houses growing up. So you never really know, is that the bones of the house, or if the house is a ghost, or if it's haunted. I've always thought maybe it's a ghost, or maybe it's my imagination, because both seem so real. What do you think of that?
I think sometimes it doesn't matter if it's real or not. The experience that we have is just as valid and meaningful. And I think the story we tell ourselves can change how we experience something.
Okay.
And so there's too much out there to say we have the answers for everything. I don't know.
Neither.
It's possible. If it scares you too much, it might be nice to say hey, it's a shadow. But
Right.
if maybe believing in ghosts or communicating with ghosts does something for you and allows you, a place to deepen your spirituality or communicate with the dead, I think that's fair too.
Okay. That makes sense. I kind of like that because I don't know if I'm scared or not. You don't know what they are. I don't know what they are. So I like that we can just let that be the experience. We don't have to know everything.
No.
It's silly to know everything. You can keep me. I don't know if I've been playing these cards, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. Oh my goodness. So you do so much. You do so many different things. Because you also were in a band, Brave Love. Again, you heard their intro music. And they're just out on all platforms, so you really check them out. But it's cool because it's kind of named after a hole, which we're talking a lot about tonight. And I want to talk more to you about that. But then that's kind of sad. But also love, which is so happy, right? So I guess, like, how does the name really, like, inform, like, the music you make? How is that related?
It's related because the amount we can feel our love is proportionate to the amount we can feel our grief. And so there's the grave of the hole in the ground, but there's also the gravity of the hole that we feel in our hearts when someone has left. And the love that remains in there. And that's
pulling it out almost.
And that's for people who've died, people who are broken up, or people who...
So sad.
You know, things that we see out in the world.
It can be really sad sometimes.
It's very sad, but you know that all that stuff is rooted in love, even if it makes us sad.
Yeah, you know, sometimes I feel like I don't like feeling sad, but that does mean, hey, I feel bad about something bad. That's better than not feeling bad about something bad, right?
Absolutely.
I'd rather feel sad about something because it means that I care.
And I think that makes you human.
Wow. That is so cool.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, I think there's another one to this. Oh, I asked you that. I love that connection. Love and grief and the grave are all connected. They're one. So what do you think, though, are the meaning of holes? Like, what really is a hole? What does that mean? I know what a hole is. I showed you a bunch tonight. Did you see all my holes?
I did.
So what does that mean, though? What's that about? They're everywhere.
Mm-hmm. You know, for me, especially when it comes to music, the holes create the space necessary to juxtapose the things around us.
Kind of like holes in time?
Holes in time, holes in sound, holes in matter.
Yeah. Like it all is like, it fits together. It's like holding hands.
Yeah.
That's super nice, actually. I like that. All right. What's your fave hole?
You know, aside from graves,
Yeah, obviously.
probably the pool at King Spa, because I get to sit in it and it's warm, and I'm often too tall to fit in a normal tub.
Oh, yes, I know. I have the same problem.
Yeah.
I'm very picky about my tubs.
It's
That's a hole that I love or am really dissatisfied with.
yeah.
Okay, but which one is your favorite at King's Fall? Do you have, I don't even want to go to the same room, but there's the cold one, there's like the hot one, the medium, and then like the warm.
I like the medium one, and I like to go back and forth between the hot and the cold.
Yeah, I'm kind of the same way, but you know, sometimes I feel a little too sensitive for the cold even.
Yeah, so you just do a little bit, and then I kind of, you know, increase the amount of time.
But it's fun to go between hot and cold, so you'd be like, woo, sizzle.
Yeah, and you know, our blood vessels are like holes in our bodies.
Really?
And the hot and the cold will open and close the blood vessels and help circulate all the blood around.
Whoa, oh my gosh. Like, holes are science. I'm pretty sure that's science, right?
Exactly.
All right, so how many hats do you have?
A few, you know, that I wear figuratively, too many to count.
Figuratively?
Yes.
What do you, so like you don't, what do you,
Well,
you put like something on your head?
Uh-huh.
But
you
not
know.
really?
Yeah.
What do you put on your head? That's not
Like
real.
the roles that we play,
Okay.
you know, are like hats that we wear.
Oh, okay.
And they're figurative. And literally, I think I only own 2 hats.
Wow, so you wear fake hats more than real hats?
I wear more fake hats than real hats.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Okay, what are the fake hats you wear? Are they really fake? Or are they like real fake? Or like fake real?
They're like fake real.
Fake real, okay.
You know, like being a massage therapist
Uh-huh.
is not, I don't really wear a hat. Or being a musician is a hat, but
Okay.
I don't really wear a hat.
Yeah, but you, and yeah, because like, you know, they don't have a massage hat, like a chef has a hat.
They should though.
I know. Yeah, because then we would be really clear what you do.
Yeah.
Then we would know. It's like, oh, that person's wearing that yellow helmet. They are obviously putting wires on wood.
Exactly.
For some reason. I don't really know. Oh, wait. What's your go-to hat? I guess real or fake?
Probably a beanie.
Oh, okay. That's a real one, right?
That's a real one.
That's not a job.
Yeah.
What would a beanie's job be? What job was that?
Probably play hacky sack in the park.
That's a fun game.
Yeah.
That's a fun game. But people always like kind of smell like skunks. I don't like skunks. Like when they smell, when they don't smell, they're really great.
Yeah.
Why do you think humans made hats? Like why do we have those?
I think someone got cold,
Oh my goodness, so true.
and they said I would like to be warmer
On
than
my
I am
head.
On my head.
So it's not just on top of your head, it's like covering your head too. But then, okay, so what do you think came first, the cozy hat or the fancy hat?
Probably the cozy hat.
I thought it was for sure the fancy hat. Interesting.
I think we got fancier later.
Awesome. So we
Someone saw the hat and was like,
we can do better.
we could do better.
That's fashion.
That's when you got a fancy hat.
That is fashion though. That is art in a way.
Yeah.
So wow, hats are really artistic. Do you consider a hat a hole though? Because like we are like it is a hole that we is that a hole?
Yeah, I think that counts by the definition. If not, I believe the argument could be made.
I think so too. Because there are really so many kinds of holes.
So many. Infinite amount.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, you know what I just realized?
What?
We have holes in our bodies.
That's true.
Our
nose.
Oh, our nose.
I actually like to breathe out of these 2 specifically. It's nice.
Both of them. Do you ever blow out of one?
Yeah, sometimes. In yoga, you breathe in and out of a single nostril.
What does that do?
You know, helps. They call these energy channels, and it's called pranayama. So prana is like their energy source.
Okay.
And so the closing of them helps move around the energy on the left and right side and help create balance in the brain.
Okay. I guess that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, when I go to the gym, sometimes I go to the gym and I have to like lean down this arm and then reach up that arm and then lean down that arm and reach up that arm. But then sometimes you do both.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
It's kind of the same way.
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. I guess that's really all my questions, but I'm glad that we're on the topic of hats because you only have 2. That's not enough hats.
Not anymore.
And yeah, you need more. Do you even have a silly hat?
No, the other hat I have is like a cowboy hat.
I love cowboy hats.
And it actually is, it's like, you know, those like straw ones. So it's actually got a lot of holes in the hat.
It's a very holy hat. So hats are kind of holy.
Yeah.
But do you think they're like holy? Is that our god, hats? Because we made them.
It could be.
Like our
a lot of holy people wear hats.
There are holy hats.
Yeah.
Those are holy hats. Holy, holy, holy. Well, we're going to make some not holy hats.
Okay.
They're going to be really silly hats.
Okay.
Which brings us to our next segment. Are you ready?
Great.
They're called... So we're going to make hats.
Let's do it.
But not just any hat. The hats are going to make us laugh. I'm going to have my special super duper assistant, best friend, lovey-dovey, gal pal. Oh, it's actually right next to you. Never mind. She's still going to bring them out because I like when you make... Everybody, Miranda. She has...
Oh, wait.
Oh boy. Miranda, now you see her. She's giving me a bunch of stuff to make some hats. All right, we're going to sit on the screen. Do you want to sit on the bench over here? Want to relocate?
Sure.
It's kind of nice to, like, you know, we'll move our body a little bit later. But in here, we have all this, like, really legitimate stuff to make some really cool hats. But it's not just cool, it's gonna be super silly. We're gonna make ones that make us laugh.
All right.
And the challenge, we only have 3 minutes to do it.
Whew. That's not a lot of time.
It's not a lot of time. I kind of figured that we would, you know, get to talking a lot because I like to talk. And you like to talk?
Yeah, I do.
I like to talk.
It's good to talk.
But now we're gonna make some hats. And they're gonna make you laugh. And they're gonna make you laugh. And they're gonna make my cat laugh. And yeah, let's, do you have any questions?
You know, I'm a little nervous for this hat making.
Really?
I've never made a hat before.
Wow, I feel like yours is gonna be really good
Let's
because
see.
of that. Okay, let's find out. Ready? Okay, let's, you can help the music a little bit for this if you want, just so we can hear it. There's a timer on the screen.
Let the games begin.
1. Oh my gosh, go. All right. Ooh, this is a good one. Oh, actually, this is fun. I feel like I'm shopping right now. I would buy all of
shop.
this. Okay.
Got your materials.
It's like fashion design, really. Fashion design is probably more fun than shopping.
I think so. It feels more creative to design what you want to wear.
Yeah, I really want to make my own clothes, but it's kind of hard.
It is, actually. I had a lot of appreciation after I tried to learn them. You know, I was like, designer shirts cost so much money. And then I tried to make a shirt myself. Like, wow, you paid everyone fairly for their time and effort and designing and cutting and the cost of the materials and sewing the materials. Of course the shirt costs that.
Yeah, I kind of get it, except that I don't, because I don't really understand money. I don't know. I get $1 here, I get a chocolate bar there. What's the difference? But designing your own clothes is really cool. What did you try to design?
Well, I did sewing class actually. And we made.
Oh my gosh.
We're halfway already. I feel like this is more than a hat.
Well, is that kind of a hat though? It goes on top of your head. It's not a hole though. Well, is it though? Because is circles holes?
Oh my
Is
God.
every circle a hole?
Is this cheating?
It's in there. You know, maybe we should just like double it. So we can have more holes. Wow, we got a lot of stuff in here. There's too much stuff at a time. This is fun. Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna...
Yep.
Yeah, the feathers like go with everything. I swear, feathers go with every outfit.
I feel like you can have feathers.
Oh, I love this, but I just don't know what to do.
I'm a really big fan of birds.
Oh my god.
Alright.
So we'll just go with this thing.
Wow.
Oh. 30 seconds. What are we down to now? Oh my gosh. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right.
All right,
Time.
there's my hat.
Stop.
Oh, wow, nice.
Yours is cute.
Thanks.
I love it. I love like the colors like go with each other really good. Did you think about the colors in making yours?
No, I didn't.
No.
I just let the
Natural
vibes
eye.
guide me.
I think you might be a fashion designer actually. Like I think that's
I hope
inside. You're
so.
just doing too much to focus on.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I've thought about it, actually.
Maybe it's like next in your career. Okay. Who's laughing? Backstage crew, can we get your laughter on? I'm having fun. This is so fun.
Cool.
All right, we're gonna keep these hats on for our next segment because, oh my gosh, I can't wait to have everyone listen to your music. We're gonna use your song.
Cool.
But we're not gonna dance because do you ever feel like dancing is just like a lot of pressure?
No.
No. Wow, but like it's like you're thinking probably like moving your body, maybe.
Right. It's fun. It's
Unless
healing.
you're like, can you like dance? Can you like tango?
Yeah. Sometimes I like just kind of like move cobwebs. They call it. You know.
I like that. Yeah,
Pet-
my favorite
Pet
one
the wolves.
is putting those things back from the shopping cart.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's like different.
You don't have money to buy them.
I only have chocolate bars and $1.
Put it back. Yeah.
So we're gonna do that though. We're gonna move our bodies,
All right.
and it's gonna be to your music. So let's get ready to move your body. We're gonna get that volume up. I guess we have all this stuff to play with too.
Sweet, sweet dreams, my angel.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Heaven will miss you. Sometimes it's nice.
Sweet dreams, my darling.
Makes me feel very aware.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Sweet
Like, wow.
dreams, my love. Sweet, sweet dreams, my angel.
It's very classic. Like classic things. Like that's what Oh my gosh.
Sweet, sweet
It got so
dreams,
Do you need a
Wow,
hand
I would
or-
love a hand. Oh, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, that was like literally the most on fire move your body I've ever had.
Yeah.
It's like the funniest one too.
Yeah.
How does that make you feel?
It feels great. You know, it's fire,
It is fire.
as they say.
I'm like, wow, this episode has actually taught me so much though.
Yeah.
It's taught me that, so like, this is kind of bad, right? But I think it's silly, right?
It's kind of silly. It's.
Oh my god. It's super silly because like,
Oh.
it's kind of like grief though. You're like, oh my gosh, like really sad, but then like you kind of laugh about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are laughing because you're not here. I'm
Yeah.
laughing though. What did you learn this episode though?
I learned that you can't have too much fog.
Too much what?
Fog.
You can't. You can.
You can have too much fog.
Can have too much. I never honestly knew that before tonight. I think I said that. I literally said before the show, can't have too much fog. Bring it on out, baby. And this is what we got.
Yeah.
The firest episode ever. Lesson learned, never too much fog. And also, sad things can be funny. Or bad things. Anything like that you were like, oh, that's not happy. You can laugh.
Yeah. This is good.
All right, well, I really think we're probably, what time is it? I never know.
9:50.
I think we should probably say goodbye.
All right. Peace, everybody.
Wait, we're gonna sing goodbye, silly.
Oh, we're gonna sing goodbye.
I gotta sing goodbye to all, like, there's millions of people waiting for this song right now online. I put my pick somewhere.
I'll play this piano a little bit.
Oh yeah, please play an instrument. I love when people play with me. I'm gonna see if I remember this song this week. Maybe I'll remember
I think I remember the chords.
the song and not the words. Let's find out. Am I on? Oh, we got it. There we are. Oh, my friends. Oh, don't you know? It's the end of the show. We had fun from the start. Now it's done. Time to part. Goodbye. 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 Careful with your fog machines, and don't forget to laugh. Bye.
Peace.